All right, so we're going to continue talking about different sets of numbers that are considered real numbers. And we've gone through our natural numbers, which, by the way, I would like to add because natural numbers are like 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes natural numbers are called counting numbers. So natural, or counting could be used interchangeably, and you might see it one way or the other, but I want you to know that they're the same thing. So natural numbers we've done, as well as our whole numbers and integers. What we haven't done yet are rational numbers. Rational numbers. Okay? So what is a rational number? Well, you may have noticed that we've done 1, 2, 3, or maybe -1, -2, -3, but we haven't done like 1/2 or 5/8 or -12/15. Those are fractions, and fractions are within this new type of set of numbers called rational numbers. Now, why do we call fractions rational numbers? Look at this. Let's say that I had 2/3, okay? 2/3 is a fraction where the numerator and the denominator are both integers, okay? So 2 is an integer, 3 is an integer. If you have an integer as your numerator and an integer as your denominator, then you have a fraction which is a rational number. Okay, so 2/3 is considered a rational number. 1/4, 2/5. Okay, you could even have an improper fraction, and that's also a rational number, maybe like 8/6. All of these are rational numbers because they're all ratios. A ratio is an integer that is then related to another integer. And you may have seen ratios also listed like this, horizontally, where you have this colon in the middle. That's awesome. That is a totally right way to write ratios, but in this class we're going to be using them in their fraction form. So rational numbers are numbers that can be represented as fractions, okay? And what's the sort of relationship between these ratios and the word rational? It's built into the word. Do you see that ratio is a root of rational? So whenever you see rational, a good way to remember what that is referring to is look at the root and it says ratio, and that'll maybe spark something in your mind that says, ratios are fractions, so fractions are rational numbers. So that's what I wanted to do in this video. We're going to continue on this concept in the next one. Thanks.